Hello, we are Daniel, Sean, Steve, and Roy from South Korea. Let me introduce about our current background. The majority of South Koreans are living in huge apartment buildings. And for example, I'm also living in an apartment with 1,400 units, which has 12 buildings and 35 floors each. And we have a large parking spaces, which is right here. But please believe me, they are packed. And like the spaces of American garages, never, we cannot imagine that. So, because there are so many like EV adaptations nowadays, they are skyrocketing these days. So we actually have some problems. We cannot charge our car because we have so less spaces in parking lots, but you do have so many cars to park. So we are not able to like add any additional EV chargers for EVs. So our solution is easy charge, which is easy to use, easy to install, hands-free, and moves under the car, robotic charging system. Then, how does it work?
This is our system architecture, which has 5 main subsystems: mobile app, navigation system, charging robot, adapter, and the base station. Let me guide you how does it work. First, to EV owners, the mobile app will do everything. They can start charging right away, or they can customize settings and schedule the charge. Second, charging robot will navigate itself to the car and get ready to charge. Third, charging robot starts charging. We use charging robot, which has battery capacity of 6 kilowatts and charging speed of 22 kilowatt hour. And here comes the interesting part, the adapter. It connects robots and EV with specialized design for various circuit types, and also it provides accurate location information of cars. Lastly, when robot starts to charge, its robotic arm connects to the adapter and begins charging. And when robot's battery runs out, it will return to the base. So here's our target market. And well, that's my mom. She's our persona set target. Hi mom. Our target users are apartment dwellers who charge their EVs after work. Imagine having to spend time finding available chargers at work when you already have to juggle childcare, house chores, and dinner prep even more. It'll be so stressful. Right mom? She said yes. So our solution is hands-free mobile charging service, which works anywhere, anytime with charging robots and charging reservation system. Now let's dive into our marketing plan. Our marketing plan has 3 main parts: B2B, B2C, and partnership. For B2B, we will sell our service to large construction companies, individual building owners, and cooperatives. Since our government is forcing building owners to install EV chargers, they have financial pressure, and our service offers more efficient chargers at a lower cost, so we got the per head. For B2C, users will be able to download our app through App Stores. Finally, for partnership, we will collaborate with Hyundai and Kakao, which are the biggest mobility platform in Korea, for marketing, venture funding, and dealership sales.
Now, let's talk about the competitive analysis of the competitive positioning of our business. If you take a look into the left side of the slide, you can see a table which will compare Easy Charge with 2 other robots. In order to compare, we set 3 important criteria. Firstly, is a robot movable between cars? Secondly, is a robot available to start and quit charging by itself? And thirdly, is a robot available to charge in narrow spaces? And as you can see, the only robot that fulfills all 3 criteria is Easy Charge. Now, if you take a look into the right side of the slide, you can see a graph which we compared Easy Charge with 3 other charging robots by the cost of acquisition in function of the hands-freeness. And as you can see, on the top right, Easy Charge is the best in both dimensions. This is our qualifications. Yoon Sung-na is the designer-in-chief, Sean Kim is the software nerd, Sing-Han Lee, I am the electricity dude, and Jong-un Jang is the numbers guy. Now let's dive into the revenue projection and cost structure. Easy Charge, 1 unit of Easy Charge is consisted of 3 base stations, 6 charging robots, and 6 adapters. And it will cost $10,000 to make it. But we're going to sell it for $5,000. Now, you guys might ask yourselves, how are we going to fill up those loss of $5,000 and even profit from it? Well, the answer is pretty simple. Firstly, to the building owners, choosing our product is much more beneficial because our product is cheaper and easier to install compared to traditional charging station. And secondly, we're going to take loyalty fees from the charging. Among the revenue generated, 10% is given to the building owners and 20% is given to the electricity provider. In that case, the rest, which is 70%, is totally ours. As such, if the robot is active for 3 hours or more in a day, a single unit of Easy Charge can lead to the break-even point in only 5 months. The details are given in the left side of the slide. According to calculations, 10% of market share in South Korea generates over $17 million annually. So our first plan is to capture 0.5% of the market share in the first year so that we can generate over $850,000. The graph on the right shows the growth of the profit of our business over the time. Now this is the current status and future plans. So currently the product is under the patent pending, and we've got some positive feedbacks from construction companies and expertises. So later, we're going to build one full-size model and test with Sean's dad's EV. And we're going to visit some builders associations, government departments, and construction companies so that we can get venture funds to start our real business. It has been a great pleasure to be able to present here. All feedbacks are welcome, and I want you guys to remember one thing: South Korea is in great need of this, and so on the world will, and Easy Charge is here to serve you. Thank you so much. Yes, start question.
I have some concerns about the feasibility, ability to build this product that you imagined. The main reason is that to charge a battery of a certain size that's inside the car in full, you need a battery about the same size. So I believe the size of the robot will have to be the size of a battery of one car to charge one car. Then you have to bring the battery back to charge it and back to the next car. You understand?
Yeah, that is a great question. We also had some concerns about that, and the solution we came out with is the rotation of robot. So what I mean by that is the robot is small in size. However, there are 6 robots per 1 unit, and it rotates. So if one robot is done charging, the second robot comes right after it and then charges. So yeah.
Here in the United States, the cost of automobile insurance has gone very, very high in recent years. What will happen to the cost of insurance for a car in Korea, and will the cost of a car's insurance include the cost of the robot's insurance?
Can you clarify the question again, please?
Do you need automobile insurance in Korea to drive a car?
Yes.
Yes. So will you also need to insure the robot from going around and hitting a car in a garage?
Yeah, we have thought about that. The robot shape is like Roomba, so it's very small and it's very short in height. So even if it hits the car, it will only hit the tire, which is not a big deal.
And we're also going to use an automated driving system, which is based on the line tracing. So they'll set the line for the
We
robot.
thought about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they'll bring it
Yeah, I have a similar question that you mentioned some other competitors, and they're like pretty large in the size, and I was wondering like what's preventing them from answer that, but I was wondering how do you come up with the solution of like rotating?
How we came up with the solution? He was originally thinking about Roomba, like the robotic vacuum machine, and those robots would move freely and goes to anywhere that we want. So that was the original thought process, and we have an extended arm that reaches the adapter.
So at first,
that
when I
makes
was
it
going to the
fast.
school, the EV charger was empty. But when I was coming back, the EV charger was full, and the EV owners were not able to charge their cars. So I thought that was a problem. So at first, I thought to apply the chargers to the top, but it was so expensive and hard to like fix it when it's broken. So I decided to make it a robot, because the robot was so big in the market. So I decided to make a small robot.
How did you test the feasibility?
Where I just got.
Sorry.